Check, check, 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello, hello. So stupid. So stupid. All right. Um, I'm going to start a lot of that over because a lot of that wasn't useful to really anybody because I didn't have a mic on. Oh, gosh. The sleepy mistakes that I make when I was working last night pretty late. Forgot to plug. I had my charger plugged in, but did not have the mic plugged in. All right. We're going to do a heavy edit on this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stop streaming. No. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. I'll just have to trim it. It'll be fine. All right. Greens one and all. Chris Courtney here. New Pragmatic. I should transition back over to here. Yeah, we'll do it this way. It'll be lovely. We'll also close down. Oh, crap. Before we restart this, I'm going to crash Firefox because Firefox has died on me anyway. I'm really scared to restart it because it's going to ask if I want to restore all the tabs, and I don't really. I mean, I do, but I don't. The good news here is you didn't have to watch. You're not going to have to watch me struggle nearly as much, or maybe you will. And maybe it'll run faster if I don't have Figma loaded up in multiple tabs. Maybe. Maybe not. All right. So let's try this again. All right. Take two. Greetings, one and all. Chris Courtney here, New Pragmatic. The wind has knocked out of the sails a little bit. I didn't have the microphone turned on. Not that you really want to hear me blathering about all that much, but sometimes it's helpful for like feedback and stuff. Anyway, Katie's in here. Abby's in here. Eddie is also in here. Eddie, welcome to the program. Love seeing the energy. 2 hours after joining the program, Eddie turned in his first assignment. Love that. I'm going to give you, Eddie, I'm going to give you feedback directly on the file. So we're going to take our time and spend more closely with Katie and Abby today as they have visual projects. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen as this is really take two of the whole thing. So let's get this underway. So first things first, we're back here with Katie, and Katie, I really like a lot of the adjustments that you've made. A couple of things that I pointed out the first time around, and you might have seen it in the earlier live stream where I was talking, but no sound was coming out of my mouth. Down here where we have check us out on Instagram, this is a button, but this is going to Instagram. This is not going to like somewhere else on your site. So I think this should probably be a link. I don't necessarily think this should be, it's not like view our menu or the login. Additionally, over here on login, I noticed that like when we click through, we get the login and then like nothing happens. There's no exit strategy, no anything. So I'll do it again. Like if you click here, you can see like we've got options. And then we have no options. Also, one other thing I noticed is if I click on the box, I get this login box way up here, which is awkward. So you want to take a look at that. That's all about that hover state. You've got it attached to the box. It just needs to be to this login button here. Let's refresh. Let's go to menu. Menu, it's down just a bit. Do you notice how there's a wiggle right here at the top? You want to look at the alignment. There also is no escape hatch here. Like if I wanted to get back to the home page, I just can't. So I'm going to go ahead and here view popular. I want to look at filter options, vegetarian. Oh, weird. So vegetarian is highlighted, but it's gluten-free. Okay, whatevs. I'm back here in Steak Bowl. And Steak Bowl, I was doing some adjusting earlier. So we go customized. Interesting, I want to refresh that because I noticed something different here. It says customized, and then when I click it, it says customize. So take a look at that. That seems inconsistent. Apply. Now we come down here. This is the place where I was working at this morning. It says apply, add to cart. First of all, the hover is going wider than the button, but it's not changing color. It's just kind of doing something awkward there. When I hit add to cart, the item comes up. I added that in. Previously, you had a trigger here, and again, there's a lot of line work here. Previously, this trigger was going to add to cart, like on click. On click, it was adding to cart, but it was very difficult to then make the leap up. I felt like the more logical thing to happen here would be to add this item to the cart. That way you could then come back and click on cart. Like that finishes the flow. So I'm not quite sure if that's exactly what you're looking to do, but it's something that I wanted to mention. Additionally, it feels like some of this might have gotten out of alignment. Like when I'm looking at this, like this no longer feels like it's all lining up. It's like the price is up, the total's up, the quantity and the title of the dish is down. Something to look out for. I'm not also sure why I can't move forward at this stage, which is interesting. Maybe you haven't gotten that far. If I go back to cart, yeah, so it's like the cart part just hasn't been hooked up yet, which is fine. But I do want to make sure that we're eradicating the inconsistencies as we go. Yeah, it looks like the cart's very sparse at the moment. So you get here, but you haven't connected down, and that's fine. I just want to make sure that we are making that next evolutionary leap. Okay. All right. Let's come over to. Let's make sure. Yep. Let's come over to. There we go. So we're back here with Abby, and Abby's working through a very crucial part of her exercise. Katie, you were just working through this with Fresh Market, user flows. And the user flows are crucial to better understanding what's necessary to have when you're building a product. So here it says, task, create individual lessons, share lessons with students. So here I'm going to log into the system, locate class sessions, view current classes, view specific class page, create lesson, select add content, title assignment, insert main text, add feedback comments. That's interesting. I'm not necessarily sure what that would feedback on the assignment. That's an interesting aspect. I'm thinking about like the creation of the assignment. So I'm not sure that part applies. Add assets to class. Here you've got videos, PowerPoints, photos. Select save to add lessons to class page. Okay, so the way this is set up right now is you're going in and you're saying, okay, I'm creating a math lesson. So to create that math lesson, I need to go into the math class, right? I do think that the flow that you have here now for, okay, I'm going to create a lesson, I'm going to add content, I'm going to title the assignment, I'm going to insert main text, I'm going to add assets, I've got these 3 options, and then I'm going to save it. That part works for create a lesson. You may want more features in the future. One thing that comes to mind is tagging. Like you may want to tag it advanced math or geometry or like a particular type of math. But that part all works. Coming into the class to create the lesson, I don't necessarily know that makes sense. I could totally see a teacher saying, I've got a tab on my dashboard that says my lessons, and I go there and I do everything you've described here, and then it could be assign lesson to class. That could be a part of it, and then I could also see like you've got this lessons tab and it's like create lesson or view existing lessons. And view existing lessons would be so that you could assign those lessons to different classes. Or as we talked about yesterday, somebody could view community lessons and assign those community lessons to other classes. So there's a lot here. Now that you've got a lot of this back end figured out, the question I have is, should I have to go through a specific class to do this action? So something to consider, throwing it out there for you to chew on. So turn in assignments for grading, save assignments to archive. So I'm a student, I'm logging in the system, I'm locating my profile, I'm viewing my current classes. I'm going to view class page and overall. I'm going to choose an assignment. Choose assignment overview. I'm paying no attention to view past classes, view past assignments. I'm just going straight down the path of, okay, I'm on my class page. This is the assignment I'm coming up to next. I'm going to see the overview for that assignment. There's got to be a button somewhere that says turn in, add title to turn in file, add assignment text, attach any assets to assignment, submit assignment. So any assets, it sounds like, do you have any attachments? And I'm just going to take whatever attachments that they're sending. This is a spot where you could have that unhappy path. Is the assignment below 5 megabytes? If so, submit assignment. If not, alert student that the assignment they're trying to submit is too big, or the attachment they're trying to submit is too big. This is where we have that loop. I'm not pressing you on figuring that out yet, because this is the first time you've ever attempted user flows. But just know that as these become more detailed, there are areas where you go, okay, so are there any, am I just accepting any attachment? That sounds like a security risk. Am I accepting any size attachment? That sounds costly. Like somebody uploads the Avengers movie in 4K to the assignment. I now have a 4 gigabyte file that I didn't ask for. That's going to cost a little bit in storage. So keep that in mind. View assignments for grading. Log grade. So the teacher comes in. She logs into the system. She locates the class section. She's viewing her current classes. Locates class needed. View class page. Locate turned in assignments. Select student assignments for grading. Views assignments. Adds a grade. Logs the grade. Hit submit. There is this attach feedback. It's interesting. Like I can log the grade, and then there is this attach feedback that goes down. I don't ever so let's just say I follow that. So I go in. I can't. What it's saying is I can't add feedback until I log the grade. Okay. This means that every time I add feedback, I have to put in a grade. Are there instances where I might want to log feedback but not assign a grade? Like, for instance, if somebody's asked a question and it's incomplete, would I have to put an F or an NA or something just to give feedback? Also, when I give feedback, I still need to hit submit. There's no like way to finish this right now. Okay? So in each of these, you're way closer. But as you can see, every time we peel back the onion, there's more questions that can be asked. And as detailed as these will get, that will continue. Okay? That is part of the product cycle. We're trying to get as a holistic view of what is possible with these user flows. So let's do one more while we're here. View task is view grades. I'm going to log in the system. I'm going to locate gradebook. I'm going to locate class selection. View current classes. Locate class needed. That's interesting. Like, I'm not sure. Like, in my gradebook, I should have current classes. I don't necessarily know if this locate class selection is a thing. So view current classes. Select the class. View class gradebook, search by student or assignment, scroll to individual assignment, scroll to specific student, locate grades. So that's locate grades. Okay, so that's view grades. All right, so that's view grades for teachers. That's view grades for students, for parents. Is there a different path for each of those personas? Something to look at. Access shareable materials from other class. Now this is cool. This is where it becomes fun. Okay, we're going to log in the system. We're going to locate shared resources. Is there a reason why I have to view classes? Are the shared resources grouped by class? That's interesting. So view classes, view upcoming assignments, view past. Choose a specific assignment, view assets. Access shareable assets. So, okay, so is there a reason why I would only want to access? It seems like I could choose specific assignment. I should be able to view assets, or, if I've chosen the assignment, I can go with view assets, or I can assign. I can assign this assign assignment, connect assignment to class, connect assignment to a class. So like I want this math assignment to be assigned to Johnny's geometry, my Tuesday morning geometry class in Geometry 101. Okay, I've got it selected. Geometry 101 Tuesday, go. And that means in that class there's this lesson there. This is the ability to construct a detailed lesson plan that normalizes and streamlines the approach for all the teachers that are involved. There's a lot of good in here. I'm seeing the right patterns. I'm seeing a lot more detail. I'm also seeing a new designer, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and shut down my screen share because I don't necessarily think we need to go much further with this. So, Abby and Katie both. What I'm seeing here in each of the work that you've turned in, each shows promise. It also shows a new designer coming in. Katie, in your case, some of it is, just having the ability to move around clearly through the pages, like not going in a one-directional rabbit hole sort of way with the prototype. Abby, for you, it's Like, I love everything about the created assignment is working. Where we're creating it, though, is the question. And this is part of clawing away at, like, okay, how should this product work? We can make a good product that gets close to the mark, or we can make a great product that does exactly what it's supposed to do. And so much of it comes from this user flows moment. This is the moment where we draw a line in the sand and say, okay, this is what we're making. You're very close, though. I do not think that you were far off, and I am excited. I'm excited because you've made significant progress from the first cut to the second cut. I think we're probably one cut away from really getting this pushed through. But again, a lot of it is about asking the questions of, it's the right idea. Now, is this happening at the right time? Is this the spot in the interface where that action should be occurring? Okay? And again, it's your first stab at this. There's a reason why we had these smaller projects at the beginning where you're kind of clawing around at a particular thing. All right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up for this weird edition of the Feedback Loop. I hope this has been beneficial to you. I will remember to plug in my microphone so that I do not make this mistake again. But I guarantee in 4 or 5 weeks, I will do the exact same thing. That's just kind of how I roll. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you participated today, I'll be stopping for a minute and giving you feedback into your program journals. And if not, I will see the rest of you on Monday. Take care.